The Nutritionist. Here's a quick intro. Opens on NutriClients tab view. You can add new clients here. You can set RDAs. You can identify what particular ethnic menus this client is going to use. When we look at nutrient research, we can look up any individual nutrient, identify the foods that are rich in that nutrient, get a complete detailed list of all the nutrients and their values within that food. We can build our own menus or recipes or meal plans. We can do it for Asian, Caribbean, or any individual ethnic group. We can also add new foods to the database, including all of the values of all 40 plus nutrients. If we go back to looking at the NutriClients here, we can create a name, obviously an email address if you want to email their recipes or their analysis to them. Age, weight, height, and activity level, we're not doing anything with at the present moment. We'll see that sometime in the future. So when we look at trying to create a daily menu or a meal plan for the client, we go to the daily menu. It's loading. These are the main dishes that are available. These are the beverages that are available based on the ethnic menus that you pick for the client. Here we have for beverages, for example, for meal number 1, let's say that we're going to have a coffee for breakfast. Our main dish, let's have some cereal quicker. So we're building a meal plan for meal number 1. If we want to double click and see what the analysis is of this meal, this will turn around and give us a breakdown of the macros and also a breakdown of all the other 40 nutrients and what their values are in relationship to your RDA. If we look at meal number 2, we can see that the cereal here has been dimmed out, indicating that it's being used in another meal for that same day. Let's take a look at creating a bison burger for lunch. Let's pick up, there's the coffee being dimmed out. Let's grab a beer. And let's look at meal number 3, and we'll have some wine. So the beer and the coffee, although they're in meals in the day, they're not for the current meal number 3. Look at the main dishes. How about some halibut wrapped in prosciutto? Again, you can double click on the menu item in order to see the exact contents of this particular meal plan. You can email an individual daily menu plan here. If you're having trouble finding the individual items that are available for selection, you can key in something like beef, and it'll find all the menu items that have the term beef in them so that you can find what you're looking for fairly quickly. Again, etc. If you want to see the entire analysis, not just for this one meal, but for all 1 to 8 meals, click on Nutrition Totals. And this will give us a complete analysis of those 1 to 8 meals for the day. We'll note here that our trans fats are, although they're over their RDA, they're also over the upper limit. And we're showing that in red as some sort of warning or indication that you need to look at it. So there's a few others that are in the same category. You want to look at some of the charts. Here's your amino acid intake. Here's your intake in calories for your macros. Here's your possibly most deficient nutrients. And here's some of your excesses. Want to know what foods might have some of these nutrients that you're short in. Look at the choline. And this is showing us the number 1 product in each individual food group that has the most amount of choline in it. So if we look at, let's say, eggs here, and we can look at goose, and we can see the exact content of that particular food with relationship to all 40 plus nutrients. You can email these results, you can print these results. If you have all 7 days of meal planning in there, you can process an average of 7, which will give us a daily average of our nutrient intake spread across the 7 days, which is a better way of trying to maintain your 100% RDA values.